Yo, what's good my fellow deadheads? Your overlord has returned, and today we have another JJK Phantom Parade video. We finally got Shoko. She released last night, or I guess really early this morning. I've already seen a few people summon for her. I've already seen a few people use her. Seen a few people give their opinions on her, but I've not heard one consistent solid thing. I mean, everybody says she's cracked, but I mean, like, I think everybody's just simping for Shoko right now. But today we are going to be actually going over Shoko's kit and seeing how good it actually is. It seems to me like, I'm not going to say it seems like yellow Shoko's better. I think more so they're probably even. It seems like yellow Shoko is a little better at spreading out her support. Whereas this Shoko is a little more targeted with her support, but the support may be stronger is my impressions before going into this. But before we do go into this and look over Shoko's skills and her new recollection bit, because we're looking at that too, go down below, leave a like on the video if you like the video. You can also subscribe, hit the notification bell. You can also comment down below, let me know how you feel about these videos, but we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. So this is our new Shoko. I'm just here to show you guys the visual for her because it's not quite loaded up on the wiki just yet, but her information was actually put in the Discord last night, but I don't know, I like doing it from the wiki instead. Even though sometimes I think the wiki is a little too clunky and there's a little bit too much information, I still do like to use it nonetheless. So Shoko's skill 1 is going to deal, or actually let's start with her auto skill. Auto skill. If own HP is 60% or below, or no, is below 60% after receiving an attack, recovers own HP by 20%, and grants stealth status to self for 2 turns, and decreases own damage received by 15% for 3 turns, up to 1 time in battle, can be used twice in battle. So up to 2 times in one battle whenever her health goes below 60%, which is pretty nice because whenever your health has to go below 50%, the hit putting you below 50% can put you way below 50%. But like I feel like it's a lot easier to manage getting hit and put below 60% and trying to keep your health there versus 50%. Once you start talking about having to get below 50% in this game with no defense as a stat, it just starts to get a little uncomfortable, starts to get a little scary for your characters. But I do like that she does recover 20% HP, which would put her back around the 80% HP point, which is not a bad place to be. Also considering that we have other units who could heal on the side, like Yuta or something like that, right? Yuta would be the only one that could heal her, right? Some units can heal themselves, but I mean, like, just another unit who can heal her. Then also, guys, if it sounds like I'm like jumbled in my thoughts, I did just wake up, I'm sorry. But grant stealth status itself for 2 turns is excellent. Just gives her a little bit of time to kind of like get back on her feet after she gets put down to that HP range. And decreases damage received by 15% is actually really good. The fact that it can be done twice in battle is even better. So she looks like she has holding operation is what this is called. It looks like she has very good survivability to start off, and we'll save her ultimate combo effect from when I read her ultimate. But skill 1, and I'm reading all these at level 10 per usual, deals 100% range taijutsu damage to the selected enemy and recovers own cursed energy by 5. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I think that her single target, or her basic skill, her skill 1, is gonna be one of the most ultimate skills in the game because the skill 1s inherently are for you to stack up your cursed energy, but not only is hers for her to stack up her cursed energy, but hers is also for her to stack up her cursed energy even more so, because this is literally just giving cursed energy along with the natural cursed energy that you will restore. Then this just makes it a lot easier to use her buffs, right? Because a lot of the time with other buffer characters, you're gonna see that you're buffing, and then so a lot of the time with Red Yaga, Red Nami, or whatever, right? I'll use like a regular attack on the first turn, and then I'll be able to buff like 3 turns back to back. If you use her regular attack on the first turn, and then use her buffs 3 times back to back, she should be able to continually still do buffs, because every single time she does a buff, like every 4 times she does her skill 1, she's getting enough energy to do this. Not to mention that she's always getting 10 cursed energy every turn. So it's just like her buffs are gonna start to look really ridiculous. Now, this is what I am most interested in because it seems like this buff looks very close to somebody else's, or at least I think it does when I see the Japanese kana for it. But now I'm about to actually read it. Let's see. Increases all green characters' taijutsu and jujutsu by 65% for 3 turns. Grants stealth status to self for 1 turn. So constantly being able to give herself stealth status is actually really insane. Let me pull up another character real quick. Y'all know one of the best buffers in the game, Red Yaga. So the reason why I say that she kind of copied his buff is because Red Yaga, and I could be missing this, but I feel like Red Yaga is the only character in the game who straight up supports taijutsu and jujutsu on one skill at such a high extent, like 45.8%. So basically 46% boost to a jujutsu and taijutsu for 4 turns is crazy. Shoko basically has that, but the boost is even better with an extra 20%, and it's only for 1 turn less. But I'd say the extra 20% in damage, I think that stack is going to pay off a lot better than waiting 4 turns altogether. The better thing about Yaga's buff is that it lasts longer over time. Shoko's buff is going to be a lot more effective though. And honestly, Shoko's buff is very close to Yaga's maximum buff at level 1. You only have to get to level... Basically, level 3 is like the same amount of buffing that you're getting from Yaga's buff. Except for she gives herself the stealth. So it gives her a little bit of extra survivability. And I feel like they're only really allowed to go this high up with the buff and stack it for 3 turns because it is specifically for green units. But Shoko is now just a must-have for green. Like, there's no discussion. Like, she can give herself cursed energy, and then she can do this for your team. Like, this is diabolical, bro. And this isn't a video comparing yellow Shoko and green Shoko. I'm not gonna go over yellow Shoko right now in this video. If you guys wanna see a very in-depth analysis between those two and say like maybe who's better, which honestly they're both probably just equally important for your account, then let me know. But we're gonna continue on. Skill 3. Recovers the selected ally's HP by 40% RCT. If the selected ally is an eligible target to reverse curse technique, recovers the selected ally's HP by 5% each turn for 3 turns. So not only do we have a big just like natural heal in the skill, but we also have an overtime heal, and the overtime heal is going to be the same no matter what level you have the skill. The only thing that changes is the actual skill, the heal going directly to your ally. So low key, I wouldn't even prioritize leveling this much, because the only character with like a really big HP pools are like Gojo's or like Anniversary, A5, you know, level characters and stuff. Those ones have really big HP pools. Like most of the characters in the game, I feel like this Shoko is going to be able to like just heal straight up off of this. And also I really like that this right here is completely for anybody, not just for green units. This is just for green units, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. At least the heals are not. If the selected enemy is ineligible, or the selected ally is an eligible target to reverse curse technique, recovers the selected ally's HP by 5% each turn, decreases the value of 2 of the selected ally's eligible debuffs by 70%. Let me reread that. Decreases the value of, so if the enemy has 2 actually debuffs, if your allies have 2 different debuffs and the debuffs are like doing something to like 70%, say like, you know, you're taking 70% extra damage, or like you know, your damage is lowered by 70% or something like that, this woman, this queen, can take that debuff and reduce it by 70%. That's a really big number for reducing debuffs. I don't know, it's really crazy. Decreases the turn duration of 2 of the selected allies' continuous damage debuffs by 1. So if you're poisoned, you can also get rid of that, which is crazy because poison sucks. And then prioritize the most recent debuffs, continuous damage poison. So very good. Like, not only do we have like not even debuff removal, like once a debuff happens, we have debuff like, what do you call a reverse infection? A vaccine? I don't know. She got like vaccination or something. I don't know. But like that skill is crazy actually. Just all this combating we have against debuffs and from DOT like at the same time is crazy. Okay, ultimate. Fu Hyoi. Increases all green allies or green type allies Jujutsu and Taijutsu stat by 65% again. Oh my gosh, you can stack this. Probably in addition to the other skill buff. Goodness. Then recovers all allies' HP by 15% of reverse curse technique. Very good, very good. If an ally is eligible target to reverse curse technique, recovers the eligible ally's HP by 10% for each turn for 2 turns. So the thing I'm noticing is none of this up here says target ally, and then it just says if target is applicable. So this is making me think that all allies are just getting the heal over time. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm basically done reading the kit. I haven't even read the last part of her ultimate effect. But like, yeah, she's a must summon. Like she's must summon. Like there's not many characters that I read in this game and I feel that way, but like reading her from the start, I was like, oh yeah, must summon. Honestly, when I was up here at skill 2, I was like, must summon, just off of this alone. Oh my god. But yeah, must summon, must summon, must summon. Save for Green Gojo and Green Shoko. Decreases the value of 2 of the eligible allies debuffs by 30%, and then decreases the turn duration of the 2 eligible allies continuous poison received by 1. Prioritize the most recent debuff and continuous damage buff, and then this will always take action before an attack skill. Obviously, because it is a... Actually, I don't know what comes first, healing skills or buffing skills. But then, right here, deals 128% melee taijutsu damage to the combo, or damage to combo allies selected enemy. So obviously not her own enemy because she doesn't target anybody. Targets all enemies if the combo ally doesn't select the enemy. Recovers own and combo allies cursed energy by 20. Very good. We like cursed energy refill. And then fills all allies ultimate gauge by 110, excluding self and combo ally, which I think this is a pretty standard number for refilling the ultimate gauge, 110. But guys, Shoko looks incredible, honestly. Like I said, can do a video comparing yellow to green, but this is not what this is about. This is just talking about the unit that just dropped and it's letting y'all know, like, yo, is she worth it or not? I think she's definitely worth it. I don't think, I know she is worth it. She is crazy. For mono green at the very least. And if you are down bad for a healer and don't have yellow Shoko, she's at least damn good for healing too, because this taijutsu and jujutsu, the only part of her kit that is for green characters is boosting jujutsu and taijutsu. Everything else is for everybody. So I'd say she's a very good character just because she has that versatility about her. I like characters who are either or no. I like characters who are and or. Like, I'm really good for everybody and, wait. I like characters who are and not or. Like, I'm good for everybody and green, not I'm good for everybody or green. There we go. But guys, let's go over to the recollection bit and talk about that a little bit. So here's the recollection bit. The usual game center is what this is called, or the regular game center is what this one is called. They're just playing a little crane game. Let's see what the effect is. When a command or ultimate skill is activated, decreases all allies damage received by 35% for 1 turn. And then if you get it to limit break 3, it decreases damage received by 40% for 1 turn. And then if you have it limit break 1, if own curse energy is 20 or below, or is below 20 at the start of the turn, I'm sorry, recovers own curse energy by 10 up to 3 times in the battle. So I like the curse energy recovery part. The damage reduction or the damage received is really good. I wish it was for like 2 turns or something like that. Or if this had a 6-turn cooldown, I'd really like it a little bit better. It's cool for like offensive ones to have a cooldown, but I think defensive ones should start having like a 4-turn cooldown or something like that, just so we can spam it a little better, because like it's defensive. You typically want to spam stuff like that a little bit better. But yeah, that is it for Shoko. She looks freaking incredible. Her recollection bit seems actually really good for her, honestly. I mean, she's just a really good all-around support. I mean, the bit just gives her even crazier support. So, if you guys want to summon for Shoko, absolutely the correct choice. If you guys didn't plan on summoning for Shoko, please do reconsider. She is absolutely excellent for any team because she's a great healer, but absolutely destructive for mono green because she is an incredible buffer for them. But if you guys did enjoy this video, then you can go down below. You can smack that like button. You can hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you can also comment down below. Let the dead man know how you were or were not feeling. Could you let me know how you weren't feeling? I don't know if y'all are experienced enough for that yet. But you guys have an excellent day. The dead man loves you. Peace.